Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Construction Complete. My name is Killjoy, and this is a show about Super Mario Maker 2. Today we're looking at another level that I have built for this whole Super Mario Bros. 3 remix that I am currently doing. This is 1-2. We obviously did 1-1 last time. And we're going to do the same sort of thing. I'm going to play through the level. I'm going to kind of talk about my design philosophy, and what I kept the same, what I changed, the kind of feeling of what I was going for this remix. And then, yeah, like kind of critique the level at the end of it. So let's just play the level.
Here we go.
First thing you're going to know is these slopes. This is the first level I did, adding slopes in. And you can do something fun with these I did not know you could do. You can slide up and hit things. First thing you encounter is this Goomba spewing pipe, and it's on both sides. Again, you'll see that I put coins here to slow you down so you can at least see the Goombas coming out. And yeah, this is meant to emulate 1-2. I made this a little bit different. As you can see here, jump on there to get up here. This is also where I started to use different coloured pipes. Blue ones spew out enemies much slower. This is a good way of getting lives. Oh, damn it. Couldn't keep it going. If you have it come out faster, get a lot of lives out of that. Over this pipe down here, this should look fairly familiar. Kept this the same. Though I did add a raccoon in here as well as his P-Wing. This should look familiar to some people as well. Similar sort of secret. P-switches, work very strangely in this game, where they kind of add time when you go through doors and pipes and kind of keep it going. Alright, yeah, here we've got a couple more spewing Goombas and things. You'll see there's a bit there, but we'll come back to that. Leading after here, we've got this big hill, similar to the old one. Here with some note blocks. A bit different, there is no Starman here, like there is in the original level. And a bit shorter than the other level, I believe. But there's more that's changed in this level than there was in the first one. In 1-1 it was pretty much the same kind of thing from start to finish. Let's have a look at the level, shall we? So, as you can see, there is a pipe at the beginning that spews out Goombas from both sides, leading on to some coloured pipes that act as platforms. Now, you can see here that there's this hidden block. I put that there so that if someone's having trouble, they can just jump. Get it. Now, really what I should probably do is put some kind of coin or indication that that's there, but most people, I think, will jump onto these
Here we go.
and jump across. And I made that jump fairly easy. You can literally just one-step it. Oh, maybe not. A little bit of a run-up, but you can get up there. Anyway, yeah, so he carries on. Similar sort of layout. In the first one, you had a double long pipe along the top, like this. This pipe here would be along the top, like one of these. With a block to jump on and get up, but obviously didn't want it to be identical. It is meant to be a remix, so there is some differences like this bit here. Little tip, don't do this.
Here we go.
Don't leave that, it will fall down that hole. That was not intentional, but I left it in because I thought it was quite funny. Again, this guy should be a different coloured Goomba, like he should be in the original, but he's not. But there is a Goomba there by that pipe. Then we have this bit, which is pretty much the same, except for the added fact that there is a raccoon in one of these blocks. The one-up block is still there. It's the hidden one-up in the original. But yes, you can collect all these. The only thing you can't do, which you could do in the original, is use the P-switch twice. Now, you could use to hit the P-switch, jump up, go down the pipe, collect all the coins, come back out over here, and then hit it again to get the one-up. But you have to kind of do... not both. You can do both of these, but you have to be quick about it. If you do decide to do this, do it first. Oh no, wait. Yeah, no, you wouldn't be able to get out there another time, would you? Yeah, so if you do it, you're gonna have to kind of be quite quick with it because, oops. That's also a good way of showing that that other block is something in it. Yeah, it's kind of a bit of risk-reward thing, maybe. Nah, we'll leave it where it is. I could put it this side, in which case, and once you're up here and you hit it, you'll need time. But I think if I do this, and
Here we
do
go.
this might actually make it a bit harder to. Oh yeah, you can also run back here if you need to. I feel like if I do this correctly. I was thinking I might hit my head on it, so let's put it that way. But yeah, very similar. This is similar as well. This bit of the level's a little bit different. It's not quite the same shape. Now, normally you'd have the bit where you'd have a couple more note blocks and another jumping Goomba, but decided to change it up. I kind of like the idea of the Goombas coming out of the pipe. You'll see there's only 2 types of enemies in this entire level, and it's Goomba. Well, technically 3 because you've got the Goombas with wings, but Goombas and the piranha plants. But yeah, so you can come out in here. This also, having the pipe like this, means you cannot go into the secret backwards, which is something I talked about in my last video that I like to do. A couple of coin blocks to be able to make up this jump. This I don't need to change. I think this works fairly well. I think most people are going to know that's how you're going to get up and over. Nice easy jump. I make it so these Goombas don't spawn too quickly, and when you come out this pipe, you've got plenty of time for one to pop out and realise there are Goombas coming out of the pipe. And then a very simple bit, similar to the first level, original level, slide down there. Most of the time, if you slide down here, you're not going to spawn the piranha plant, and you're going to hit the pipe and be against it, so it won't come off anyway. Coins, again, designed to slow you down and collect so you can see this plant. If you don't do that, this happens.
Here we go.
It's going to come up anyway. If I do this, there is a chance I will get hit by the plant. Now, obviously, there is also a bit of land there, so I can jump next to the pipe if I'm not sure. But just, it's a way of slowing down the player to do it. So, now we've gone over, we had a basic look at it. Let's play through it again. I won't use the secret this time so you can see this level in its entirety. That button. Let's give it a shot.
Here we go.
I'm going to play through it like if I would play through this level, rather than if someone else was new to it. So I know all the tricks. But also you pick up P switches in this game, which you could not do in the old one, so let's do that for the hell of it. Oops! Yeah, nice little bit of land here, messing around with the slopes as well. But yeah, by the time you're going in for these coins, you're going to see Goombas start to come out of these pipes. It's not the end of the world. It's here. Push. Nice and easy. Trying to collect the coins, piranhas come up. So plenty of time to see them. And that's the level. So, it's very, obviously again, like it's meant to be very reminiscent of the older levels. And I actually really like this level. I think this is a nice remix. I think this is one of my favourite ones I've made because it keeps what that level's known for. Obviously the theme is wrong. I would prefer the athletic music on it, but you can't have that without a sky theme. I wanted to keep it as a ground level. Obviously I won't be able to do that with every level in this game, but I tried to keep it as close to. But yeah, using slopes and really thinking about the difference between a steep slope and a whatever the other one's called. General slope. I like the use. This is a good way to introduce it to people as well, to show that you've got the run up, you've got the slide down here, and then this whole level is basically hills. It's hills, like bit of gap, hill. So there's what, 4 hills in this entire level? 1, 2, 3, and the beginning bit. So yeah, 4. It's just a nice way to introduce that mechanic. Like, that's how they did it in the first game. It's kind of what I want to go for here. Emulate that. Slide up. Take him out. If you don't know that, but yeah, you can slide up a ramp, and as long as you're in the slide animation, you can pretty much kill anything. But it's fun. You can just mess around with these like that. Just look backwards. Whoop. But yeah. I'm trying to introduce the player to these slope mechanics in this level. These slopes are a bit weird, because it's sort of like slope up and jump, but come on, you can do it. It's just fun to mess around with. But yeah, this level itself, I mean, let's look at it. What would I change and possibly critique about it? I will say one of the things I'm most proud of is the amount of time you've got before the Goomba comes out. Now, like I've said in the last video as well, that this whole series is trying to be based on standard kind of Mario levels with the remix flavour and twist. There isn't anything going to be too crazy in this, in the sense I'm not trying to do like a Kaizo level, I'm not trying to kill people off, all that kind of things. I want people to have time to see the mechanics coming. So as soon as the level starts, there's no way you're not going to get to that. There's no way for you to get to that pipe without seeing a Goomba coming. If I start it from the beginning, there's absolutely no way of doing it. Even if you jump here, a Goomba comes out. The likelihood is you're going to miss him. I don't think you can jump into him. Oh, okay, you can if you do that, but you're not going to... I think it's highly unlikely that you're going to be able to do that unless you just run up here. But because you have iframes to start, you're probably going to be alright. So I like this beginning bit completely. I love the way that it's the right amount of time for a Goomba to pop out and giving you plenty of time to avoid it. Like I said, the coins then are designed... Oh, coins! Cool! Ah! Goomba's coming out the other side. So, which is... You need to add in enemies, you need to add in elements to help sometimes slow down the player. Because, I mean, you can probably get across there without a Goomba spawning. Anyway. Yeah, like you're not gonna... It's unlikely you're gonna get hit by it. But it's a way to show somebody that there is enemies, there's an obstacle in your way that can potentially kill you. Possibly, I think here, if I was going to change this, I would probably do this to stop the mushroom from falling down the hole. So you've got more time to grab it on the pipe. And also potentially move this block across here as well. So it's a little bit risky that you might bang your head and fall down the hole, which you don't really want to do. But it is kind of hard. There you go. So that's why they're not right next to the hole. What I could do is... Nope, not do that. Where's my undo dog? Thank you. I could put them more... Get the buttons right in a minute. Hello, Luigi. I could do this.
Here we go.
But then the problem with doing that... Yes, you got all this time. How do you get over the pipe? Obviously, the easy answer is you move the hole.
Here we go.
You move the hole. Basically, is you would put the hole this side, or at least one thing across, because the pipe's there. I actually don't mind how this is laid out. I definitely think you could rearrange this gap, maybe get rid of the gap entirely. But I kind of like the fact that it's there. It's very potential to knock a mushroom down there, which it does. Or just accidentally fall off the edge. What I should probably do is this. This is a great way of showing that there might be something there. Like, oh, coins. Now, if you do it that way, you're not going to see it. But if you do this, boosh. And that is definitely one way to help a newer player. I mean, they shouldn't have any trouble because these blocks are here, so I don't think this is necessary. But it's there. You know, jump over here. You might jump again. And go, oh, cool. And you can do that from a standing jump. There's no, like, that's the right height. Just hold right in that way. Same height as these ones. And I like that, but I think that you could definitely tweak that and have that a few different ways. You could get rid of the hole, you could have the hole in a different place, you could have those blocks in a different place. You could even do... Nope, not the hard block. Alright, as you can tell, I'm still getting the grips of the controls. You could even do this.
Here we go.
Which is, again, another way to help out the player. You don't need those there, but, you know, it's a second level or remixed level so that you're... Someone who's not used to playing the game has an extra chance of getting over. None of the jumps in these first levels are designed to be hard. You should be able to make all the jumps while walking through the level, which is what I'm going to do now. Oh, well, I'll do it at the end, sorry. After that, this is very reminiscent of the original level. There's nothing too crazy about this. These Goombas come out fairly slowly, so you're probably only going to see one while you're jumping on these blocks and over. Probably one. And you're either going to just about jump over it, or you'll see it and have plenty of time to react to it. Ooh, thank you. That's a level we'll get onto later. This guy's not that hard. Once you get there, if I just spawn over here.
Here we go.
So yeah, there you go. There's a Goomba. That guy you got so much time to see, so it's not too much of a problem. I'm just being terrible. This is pretty much the same. I don't think this is too difficult. You got plenty of time before these bouncing Goombas come down as well. So when you are walking down here or sliding, just randomly hitting the blocks, loads of time. Nothing here is going to come up too quickly. Plenty of time to kill them. Same with this bit. Oh, Goomba. Brilliant. Jumping on these blocks, trying to get up. Oh, look at Goomba. You know, plenty of time there to see the obstacles coming. Obviously, if you wait around, these guys are going to come up. I just like doing that. It's a lot of fun. I think maybe this bit could do with an extra, maybe putting all musical blocks there, but I like to have some challenge. Not all challenge. I know that Mark absolutely hates these blocks, so I'm going to have to make him a level based on these things. But, oh, you can just... That's a perfect... But yeah, all in all, I'm actually pretty happy with this level. Maybe it's a little bit short compared to the original one, but I don't think there's anything in this level that's too crazy. I think that beginning part with the hole would be the bit I'd change around, maybe just to make it a little bit easier. But I kind of like this layout. I like the use of the pipes in this, the different coloured pipes, the Goombas coming out from pipes, the hills, and not adding too many different enemy types. You could maybe put a Koopa Trooper in this level, but I don't think it's really necessary. I'm not doing too much block smashing or many enemies to kill. And then just a few piranha plants at the end. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this one. This is one of the ones that I enjoyed working on the most so far. And I like the fact that it's also, I think, the one that a lot of people have played the most. Again, pretty happy with it. So, like the last video, I will stick the course code in this one somewhere so that you guys can go and play it if you'd like to. But I think that's pretty much going to cover it for now. There isn't too much I can say more on it, like in terms of critiquing it. I like it. I like it because it kind of it did what I wanted to. I set out and did what I wanted to do, which was kind of recreate that 1-2 level. Obviously, it is much more remixed than 1-1, and you'll see that as we go along. The levels start to become more and more remixed, where there are certain things I just can't do, so I have to kind of innovate there. But I try to give them those sort of feels. But this one I like. This one is a fairly decent challenge. I'm just going to play it through like as if I'm walking through the level. So I always do this to test out my levels. I don't hold the run button, I just use jump. I don't bother collecting much. I just see if I can make all the jumps, make through the level as is. Don't go through the secrets, just can I get through the end of the level if someone holds the walk button. Now this to me is really important that you do this for early levels, because you're not trying to make the game impossibly hard. When you're on world 5, 6, 7, 8, which is kind of where I'm trying to go with this, yes, then you are going to have to start using the run button to make some of these jumps. But there should be no jumps in this first few worlds that require you to do anything crazy like that. There should always be things in place to help. There you go, and you can see it's a fairly straightforward level. I'm just really happy with how this one turned out. Going forward, like I said, you're going to see bigger changes. 1-3, when we do that one, that's kind of similar. That level, I think, could probably use a lot of tweaking and redoing anyway. It's not a bad level, but it just doesn't feel... I just was never completely happy with it. But, yeah, that's probably going to do it from me today. Hopefully you enjoyed this like you have with the other levels. Like I said, course code will be in this at some point, so you can go and play it. If you like it, want to see more of this, hit like. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this and other stuff that we're doing, and definitely comment down below if you want me to play your levels, or you want to critique or give your, if you want to play the level, come back and give some feedback on it. That's always cool. Like, I'm very open to discussing these, because if you're trying to make a standard Mario level, like I can be quite particular about it, because I want these levels to feel authentic, and I don't like people half-arsing them and half-jobbing them, where like you got pipes sticking out the air and it just all looks horrible. You know, it doesn't look very coherent. I like the time make the level feel like it's all stuck together well, and I do take a lot of time over it myself. But yeah, thank you very much for watching as always, and until next video, I'll see you then.